तेरी महिमा हो,
महिमा हो
I would call upon Father Isaac to come on the stage, and all of you please stand. We shall sing a birthday, happy birthday.
Whose birthday today, so let's all sing together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rasul. Happy birthday to you. And may God bless you. And may God bless you. May the good Lord be with you. And happiness too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rasul. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Father. And nice birthday, and have a long life. Okay, all the best. And he is lucky that in front of so many people. Okay.
Good morning to one and all.
I, Saksham Khatri from St. Joseph Convent School, Faridabad.
And I, Nava Matthew from St. David's High Secondary School, extend a warm welcome to all of you for today's session. Today's first session
Cultivate sound conviction, be role models.
will be conducted by Father Isaac Arakparambil, SDP, whom we know very well as we met him yesterday. Father, please come on stage.
I would now like to invite Isha George of class 7 from St. Raphael's Higher Secondary School on stage to introduce Father Isaac.
Good morning to one and all, distinguished guests, respected principals, teachers and friends. Father Isaac Arakparambil, SDB, belongs to the religious order called Salesians of Don Bosco. He did his bachelor's degree from Mumbai and master's degree in education from Nasik. He was ordained as a priest in 2004. Presently, he is the director of Don Bosco School, Dapur, Gujarat. He is mostly engaged in animation programs for personality development, value education and life skills for students, youth, teachers and youth animators. He is very talented in many fields like singing, dancing, acting and creative in his ideas. He fully lives what he preaches. What I personally admire in him the most is absolute simplicity, gentleness and friendliness. Father Isaac has been associated with USM for the last 5 years. He is our main resource person for Knit India. In his absence, Knit India becomes tasteless. Dear Father Isaac, we are extremely happy that you are present with us for Knit India 2014. On behalf of USM and all those who are present here, I extend to you most cordial welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Isha. Now, I would like to invite Father Cleophas to facilitate Father Isaac with a sapling. Father Cleophas is a CRI secretary in Mumbai and the webmaster of Don Bosco, India. He is also the assistant director of Don Bosco Youth Services, Mumbai. Now, I would like to invite Father Isaac for the session.
A very warm good morning to all of you, my dear friends. Good morning, and I think we've broken the ice yesterday with each other, right? You feel sufficiently warm, and I feel sufficiently warm with you. And I think that is the spirit of Knit India. That we create this warmth, that we create this atmosphere of acceptance, and an atmosphere where we can reflect and learn. So, much as I have the desire to, get you into the spirit of singing and dancing, but time will not permit me to do that right now because I've got very little time and there's a lot to share with you. What I'm going to tell you today is not something that you don't know already, right? But it is good for us to remind ourselves of certain basic principles by which we need to live our lives, okay? And be convinced of it. So you see over here, the topic that I'm dealing with is cultivate sound convictions and be a role model. A question to you is this: do you believe that you are on a mission? 200 plus, but that yes was a little dim. But I believe it's a question you've got to reflect on. It's not like a parrot that will say yes offhand. So I appreciate your sincerity. Now the fact that you took your time, those of you who thought that you're on a mission said yes, I'm on a mission. Some of you were still reflective. What does that question imply? No? मतलब ये question क्या है कि मैं एक mission पे चल रहा हूँ, क्या मुझे इसका एहसास है? So those of you who said yes, if I ask you, what is that mission that you are on? Would anyone like to tell us what is the mission that you are on? Yes?
We are on a mission to influence people not only through our words but also through our actions.
Beautiful. To influence people not only through our words but also through our actions. Yes. We are on a complete our vision. Okay? Depending on whatever that vision is. That's what we're going to ask ourselves. Clarify for ourselves what is that vision, and therefore, how does your mission link up your vision? What is that vision? What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that all of you are here for today? Yes.
We are here to cultivate good in us so that others can be inspired with us.
Beautiful. To cultivate the good within us so that others can be inspired. What is the vision, mission of the Universal Solidarity Movement? Yes?
The vision of integrated India irrespective of caste, creed and color.
Okay, irrespective of caste, creed, color, the difference that we have to create an integrated India. Okay, good, very nice. Yeah?
Father, I have a mission to find the mission of my life, and that's what I'm in USA. I come through a lot of questions when I go out for finding out what should I pick up as a mission in my life. And I want to clarify those questions. I have been coming throughout as I completed my training program. I have so many questions why I'm facing these problems to change as a person. And this will be clarified only by USM because USM gave me those questions. So I'm here to find out those answers.
Very good, very good. I like that answer, but I would like you to go a little deeper. You know, when we say that I am on a mission to find out what my mission is in life, what am I supposed to be doing in life? No? So you've got to go beyond that to say, okay, now what am I going to do? So therefore, in a very simple sentence that USM always floats, we are here to build a civilization of love. We are here to build a civilization of love. And in order to do that, we've got to be able to cultivate sound convictions. What is the meaning of sound over here, sound? When we say sound convictions, what do we mean by that? Is it some noise? What do you mean by sound convictions? Yes?
Solid or concrete?
Solid, concrete, powerful, influencing. Yes?
Effective.
Effective. Okay, see the words you use. You use words like effective, powerful, solid, firm. But there's one key word that is missing. One key word, because there are many people who have convictions that are powerful, that are effective, that are all the qualifications, the qualities that you just now mentioned, but yet might not be sound. Deep. Okay. Before we go into that, okay, it's good that we got these. Let me clarify this this word for you. When you speak of convictions, what do you mean by convictions?
Firm belief.
A firm belief. A firm belief. Okay? Now, if you look at what's happening across the world today, now we speak of कट्टरवादी, नहीं? ये कट्टरवादिता जो है इतना फैल रहा है कि लोग अपने firm belief दूसरों पर ठोक रहे हैं. If you know what is happening in Iraq, if you've seen some of the videos of the journalists being beheaded, or people, whether they are Christians or Muslims themselves, who are being killed mercilessly by these fundamentalist terror groups. The latest, it's called the ISIS. Okay, that is the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Okay, now many of the people who have their who believe in Islam believe that this is an aberration of Islam, that this is not what Islam propagates. And so you have the whole question of what happened in Peshawar. No? Another very, very strong militant terrorist group, the Taliban, that just went mercilessly killing students like you. Or for that matter, why do we only look at what you call what's happening in that part of the world, what's happening in India today? What is the political scenario of our country today? If you look at it today, the texture of maybe the security of maybe many of the people are today a little ruffled, unsettled. No? What is going to be the future? Because we have trends arising where people want to force a particular mindset. No? A particular mindset. And so you have these groups mushrooming in various places. No? Sending out their agenda that this India, which has got such a beautiful plurality, such a variety, must be considered a Hindu nation. And so therefore everyone else is a foreigner. Now all of you who are sitting here, I believe we don't hold on to these thoughts because we have come through a particular training through this program to understand that we've got to accept each other in our differences. We've got to promote each other. We've got to appreciate each other. We've got to build what we call the civilization of love. So now, if we say that there are these Kattarwadis, there are these fundamentalists, are they not operating through convictions? Yes. They are operating through convictions. They are convinced, ruthlessly convinced of what they are doing. But are they sound? Are they sound? So therefore, if you say sound means firm, powerful, effective, what's missing? That's the right word I want. Good, right, uprightness, something that is moral, something that is a sense of integrity in it, a sense of promoting the well-being of the other. That's what we've got to focus on when we say I am convinced about something. So therefore, if you are on a mission to say that I am on a mission to build a civilization of love, then what are those fundamental principles that I will need to cultivate within myself and of which I should be convinced about? You will do things for various reasons. What are the reasons why people do things, for example? Anything. Why do you do what you do? Because maybe...
Because we believe that is right.
Okay, that's already a deep answer. I do things because I believe that it is right.
If I am doing something I believe that is right, then only I do it.
Okay, it's based on your belief, you're convinced that this is the right thing to do, so therefore I do it. Why do others do certain other things? Maybe it's because someone told you to do it. Maybe it's part of the rule. Maybe if you don't do it, someone might punish you. Maybe someone is pressurizing you to do something. Or maybe you're doing things thoughtlessly. Thoughtlessly. I don't know why I'm doing it. I've not thought about it. Oh! So you see, there is where we've got to ask ourselves, when I do certain things, do I do it out of a sense of reflection, out of a sense of an inner belief, a conviction that motivates me? Are you internally driven by your sound beliefs? And in order to do that, we've got to basically concentrate on 4 areas of our life. One of the root principles of the Universal Solidarity Movement is that if you want to bring a change in others, begin with yourself. So we're going to look at those life-changing principles, no, that will affect you individually as a person. How can I change? That's one area. The second area is your relationship with others. The third area is your relationship with creation. And the fourth area is your relationship with God. Okay, so therefore, these principles, I would like to present it to you in the form of small videos, which is based on a book, The Way to Happiness. Okay, if you've heard of this book, The Way to Happiness by Ron Hubbard, no? He's a Scientologist, and he's also what you call taken into consideration the various spiritual thoughts that are found in scriptures, and he's tried to what you call modernize it for a secular world. No, those principles. But these are ultimate principles, universal principles that all of us need to cultivate. Then the reason that we are saying that we need to cultivate it is because increasingly we are seeing that this is not being practiced. And therefore we need to remind ourselves. So therefore the first principle I'd like to present it to you in this first video. Okay? Okay, so what's the first principle? Take care of yourself. That's the first thing. We're saying charity begins at home. So therefore you begin with yourself. How am I taking care of my life, myself? And what were the images you saw there? What were people doing? Getting up and brushing their teeth. It's important for us to keep ourselves clean, tidy. Okay, then what else did you see? Someone who's exercising. What else? Someone is having a bath. What else? Someone is eating. But what food is someone eating? Healthy food. Healthy food. Today you have this junk culture. The junk culture where you know what tastes nice is what you want to keep eating. But you know that has got those negative effects. I don't think I need to what you call expound and elaborate these things. But just a simple example. One of our own priests in our province, young person in his early 40s, no, came up with a heart condition. And we were told that it's because of junk. Okay? It has its effects. So the thing is, sometimes people who overeat, no, and there are some people who undereat. Both levels are bad. If you don't eat sufficiently, you don't have sufficient strength. If you overeat, you develop heart conditions or pressure or sugar or whatever it is. Ultimately, if you want to do some good in life, you've got to be healthy. You've got to be healthy. You will realize what is the beauty of good health when you fall sick. The importance of good health you realize when you fall sick. I had my first bout of stones, kidney stones, and I remember for one full week I was walking bent. And at that time I said, my God, I take good health for granted. So don't wait for that. Now you don't have to reinvent the wheel to go through what people are going through and then realize that I've got to take care of my health. So the first principle is to take care of yourself. So that will require things like choose your thoughts. No? What are the type of thoughts that you cultivate? If your thought is all negative, no, I cannot do this, or I constantly think of people as my enemy, or someone is against me, then what happens is that my life becomes a battlefield. If the other is an enemy to me, then my life is a battlefield. So what are your thoughts? What are the suggestions you give your